very near unto us.
Oh, yeah.
Ask him.
Uh-huh.
Ask me, and I shall do.
Oh, yeah.
I think about my children. Many of us have children. Some of us don't have any children, but we have nieces and nephews, cousins, and loved ones and friends. But I think about my children. We're going into another birthday season at our house. And Alea and Akil both had requests. They decided months ago what they were going to ask for their birthdays. And so they began to talk to me months ago, and we began to text code the conversation and get the key points and the most significant pieces of the conversation. And there was a guiding question that my children had. The guiding question was, Daddy, will you give me or get me XYZ and ABC for my birthday? That was the guiding question. So me in my good daddy fashion, I said, okay, I understand this is your request. But what I want you to do is go back and text code your question. Get the most important pieces of it. You have this laundry list of birthday gifts that you want, but go back through the list and find the most important things. And then bring your request back to me. Guess what? The answer was never no. I'm not going to do it. The answer was no, you have to wait. Because in my mind, the answer was it's done. But unbeknownst to them, they went back, they looked at the birthday list, they text coded, answered the guiding question, and they came back. And they consistently come back all year long with the same request. But unbeknownst to my children, I'd already granted their request. That's the same way God deals with us. But there is a difference. When we ask God, just as I did with my children, I answered the request. But they had to wait for the appointed time for the manifestation of their request. People of God, don't get discouraged. Don't get dismayed or downtrodden in your spirit. I stopped by here simply to tell you this morning that God has heard your request. And he said, ask me and I'll do it. But command me and tell me exactly what it is that you want. Don't just give me a loose-ended or a broad scope, but bring it in focus with pinpointed laser accuracy. Scripture tells us to come boldly before the throne of grace and make our requests known. When you come boldly before someone, you don't come without all the details. You don't come with a very loose-ended structure of what you want. You've taken the time to research and put the details together and connect all the dots. And so when you stand before this person, you can stand boldly and say, this is my request, this is what I want, and this is how I want it done. How many of you have gone to God in that manner? God, this is my request. This is what I want to see the end result to be. And this is how I need it done. Ask him, and he shall do it. If you are waiting for loved ones to be saved, don't be afraid to ask God a question in this season. Don't be afraid to come boldly before the throne of grace. Don't be afraid to stand before God and tell him exactly what it is that you want. Because in this passage of Scripture, he says, I will do it. I will cause the hidden blessings that you know not of to come and rest at your doorstep. I will cause the blessing and the loins of kings and the wealth of kings and priests all over the world and all over the nation to be released to you. I will cause the doors and the windows of heaven to be open to pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive.